Sure, and today's topic is kind of an Atheism 101 thing. It's all stuff we said before. I don't think we've ever done it as a package or as a single thing, and it fits in with my theme of talking about the failures of Christianity or the failures of religion, and I've done 15 plus shows on this, 15 different topics, and you'd think if there was a God and he was all-powerful on your side helping you out, you wouldn't have quite so much failure. But
today on the show, we get to check out Don's package.
I guess.
We talked about beforehand how we're allowed to do that. You said nobody ever packaged it like this
right,
before.
It's all bundled up.
Here we go.
So today is
Buckle
the
up.
failure of faith. And in debates and discussions, when we debate and talk with theists, we often raise the question of what evidence do you have for your God, or why would someone want to believe in a God? And often when there's no evidence to be found and you get down to the brass tacks, you get this response back, well, you just got to have faith. We hear that a lot. You just got to have faith. But faith is the reason people give when they don't have evidence for something. And I'm not talking about faith that the sun's going to come up tomorrow, because we have evidence that the sun's going to come up tomorrow because it's come up every day for billions of years, and we have a pretty good idea that it's going to happen tomorrow. So we're talking about religious faith or faith without evidence, and if people had evidence, they would provide it, right? Why would they hide the evidence if they had it? So. And unfortunately, faith is usually something like wishful thinking. It's something they want to be true or they were told it was true. And atheists know that faith is not a virtue. And that's kind of the theme today. So we talk about, today I want to talk about why faith is a bad thing and why communal faith is worse and why mixing church and state is worst of all. And those ascendingly bad things are the cornerstone of religions and the goal of many religions, and this is a failure in promoting this terrible idea. Well, why is faith a bad thing? Well, easy. When faced with a decision or a question, there are many more ways to be wrong than to be right, right? And if you don't have evidence for whatever, if you don't have a good reason for whatever your choice is, you're likely to be wrong. You're very likely to be wrong. And so maybe that lucky pair of underwear won't help you get the job that you're interviewing for, or maybe Jesus won't come back and fix the environment for us. And to make matters worse, wrong beliefs inform actions, or beliefs inform actions, and the wrong beliefs lead to actions that are harmful often, or less desirable than you might want to have. And so faith leads to harm, even if it's unintended. Well, communal faith is even worse. Communal faith, like the faith of a group or a church or whatever, is no more likely to be right than the faith of an individual, although the faith might be packaged in such a way that it's more appealing at some level. Usually part of the meme of that faith, or the way it's propagated, is the believers in that faith are special somehow, and they have special knowledge or whatever, bunk. So, and of course, mass delusion is strictly worse than individual delusion. So think of the 9/11 attackers and their faith that their martyrdom would lead to virgins in heaven, that they'll either have sex with forever and ever or blow up in heaven, I don't know what. And the potential for harm by communal faith is amplified by the size and the power of that community. And the group dynamic serves to confirm and reaffirm the incorrect belief, so you're less likely to hear something that would contradict that faith, that message. So, and a group of gullible, and the worst thing of all perhaps is the group of gullible people who are willing to believe things without good evidence, collected together is just a magnet for the unscrupulous, con artists, and demagogues. So that's how communal faith is worse. Well, the worst thing of all is when church and state are mixed together, and this combines all of the bad things. It combines bad reasons for belief, servile attitudes, graft, corruption, and all the power that a government might have. So think of what happens here is you have inquisitions or blasphemy laws or mandatory worship and tithing. These sorts of things are what happens when you have church and state put together. And this is why, and in political discourse, the word God, when a politician brings up the word God, it's usually meant as a vehicle to shut down critical thinking and engage this patriotic servile attitude that people have, and this has been part and parcel of so many different religious-based governments down the road throughout the years, and think of God mit uns, the German God is on our side, which is much older. So the genius of our founding fathers was to make this country secular, and they did so for good reason, and it's something that atheists feel very strongly about and we want to defend, and we think that everybody should. We think everybody should support church-state separation because the state religion won't be your religion. So faith is not a virtue, it's a path to harm. Religion promotes communal faith, which amplifies the harm, inhibits correction, and mixing church and state is worst of all, perpetuating and entrenching the harm. And these things are encouraged and promoted by religions, including Christianity, and this is yet another failure of Christianity.
All right.